bro, come on. Behind Salah, name me another right winger in the world. You take over Saka.
England's best three in the middle: Bellingham, Rice, Foden, or Bellingham, Rice, Maddison.
Like I keep saying, Southgate don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Them man, they're a train station,
seen
not a
Foden
football
that much
manager.
because of that. Foden's better than Maddison, guys. Let's
Foden's
not
better
do
than
this.
Maddison.
Like,
I'm with you,
Phil
mate.
Foden is better. James Maddison
Foden-
been doing really like.
What's happening, everyone, and welcome to 888 Sport. Annoyingly, we are on an international break, but that does give us an opportunity to explore who is the best English player currently playing in the Premier League. To help us go through it today, we are joined by none other than Turkish, Flex, and Expressions. The way that we are going to do this...
I'm about to write down my first name now, just so you lot know.
Do you know already? Okay, right.
Why is it that high?
What do you mean, why is it that high?
I know he's gone for it.
Best English player in the Premier League.
Right, the players
Let's say
to
the
rank.
names.
Right, the players to rank are Bukayo Saka, Marcus Rashford, Jack Grealish, James Maddison, and of course Declan Rice.
What, no Mason Mount, no? What, you,
Mate, don't really me anymore, mate. You don't, mate. You need to aim that in that direction.
No
Ain't seen enough of him,
Eminem
mate. He's picked
No,
up
he's-
an injury.
He's
No
persona
Mason.
non grata to me. Right. So in order, please. Who is the best English player? Now Harry Kane
It's
is out
Foden.
of the league.
Where's Foden?
You can bring him up if you want, but we have to get it down to five.
And
Right,
this
hold
is
on,
what how we
let
think
me
they're going to
write-
do,
let me
or
write
just
down the
ability?
names on
Who's
the
just
side,
the
hold on.
best?
The best player. Okay, so before we reveal, can you do us all a favour? Will you please click the subscribe button right now? It would be our honour to welcome you into this community. Okay, should we spin? You set?
No, we're not set, blood.
But you still.
I like he's giving it the due diligence, isn't it?
We are not set, blood. All right, cool.
Okay, should we spin on 3, 2, 1? Foden won.
Okay. What's this guy done?
What have you done, Sterling?
Jamaica, we said. There ain't no anyone else on the list, fam. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't see it.
We just added Sterling in.
I just didn't see anyone else on the list. Like, I just didn't see it. Like, sorry, maybe I got the names wrong. I tried to write them at the top, but then you know what I mean. I forgot my glasses. So yeah, this is what I'm going for. You know what I mean?
Nuzret Rice.
Yeah. Obviously, Rice just went there, so you know what I mean.
So you've left Foden off. This is amazing. Look, Turkish has left Foden off, and you've got Foden number 1.
Insane.
That demonstrates how ridiculous this is.
Yeah, I think Foden, ability-wise, is the best out of all of these here. Like,
I think it's close with him and Maddison.
Potentially.
I know, that, like,
the ball.
with how his biggest frustration, obviously, being at City and having to buy this time, he's had to wait behind David Silva, he's had to wait behind whether it's Mahrez or Bernardo Silva. He's always behind a fantastic player. But anytime this kid plays, you can see how naturally gifted he is. So just on talent, I just had to have him up there as like just the best player. 'Cause out of just the best, you know when you said who's the best baller out of all of these? I think right now he is the best player that we have.
But you know, if that's the conversation, right? If we make it that, the Grealish and Maddison not need to be higher on your, like, you've left
100%.
Maddison off.
Yeah.
Don't really get me
100%.
started on Grealish because I get a bit annoyed with him. I think he's overgassed.
Do you really?
Overgassed?
Oh, gosh, I think he's underrated.
Really?
This is
Really?
so tough, isn't it?
I think a lot of praise gets put on Grealish, and he is a good player.
Yeah.
He is good, but I think people over exaggerate what he's doing. I think he's very predictable. He's had to change his game, yes, to play for Pep. I understand that.
Think
but
about what the way
With
that he
everything
evolved
you're
into
saying,
game.
I feel like you're talking about Marcus Rashford.
I thought
you know
the
what I mean?
same
That's
thing. I
everything
actually
you're saying.
thought
I
the
feel like you're
same
talking
thing.
about hit and run merchant. Do you know what I mean?
Predictable.
Sonic. You know what I mean? Predictable.
Grealish just
Overrated.
cutting foul,
That's
cutting
it.
foul. Like, that's boring
Like
to
for
me,
example,
man.
if Marcus Rashford didn't have his pace, how good of a footballer would he be? Whereas Grealish ain't got that much pace. Neither
He's just
really
got the
has
strength. If he
Foden.
didn't have the cast, bruv,
Neither
how
does
good
really
would he be?
Foden.
Bruv, he just shields
But
it
on
and
the
gets the
ball,
foul. and
these
goes
man are
like
just
this.
different gravy.
And says, hey, where's the foul?
But Grealish at Villa, he done bits. I mean, that's why he's on this list
To
for
be
me. He's
fair,
fifth,
Grealish
but-
done bits
And he is
last
on my
season.
list.
City at the end, business
He
end.
did, but the
pulled
thing
it
is,
out of the bag.
only Man City fans will appreciate what Grealish done last season because his output wasn't that high, innit?
Yeah.
With goals and assists. But when you actually watch the games, see the amount of money he draws out to open up space for Haaland and that, he's a quality.
His defensive
bro.
work as well.
He could be at the top
Listen,
of my list.
he's
bruv,
on
but
my list. He's in
Sterling-
my top 5.
Nah,
Like,
I mean,
and
Jamaica will
to
save
be
that.
fair, I don't really with actually the players that we've got. So we've got the same players there, Rory.
we've both left
I don't
Maddison
really
off, yeah.
mind about like the order. If I'm being deadly honest, that I just out of them, I just think that.
What about so? I've gone Saka 1. Turkish. You've gone Saka 1.
100%, yeah. Look, let's talk about Saka because I can't believe. I get you, bro. I understand why you haven't put him there, but
He's second on mine.
But bro, come on. Behind Salah, name me another right winger in the world. You take over Saka. For England at the World Cup, Saka was the best player along with Bellingham. For England at the Euros prior, Saka was the best player. He's been doing it now for like 2-3 years.
Well, you know what it is, Turkish, yeah? I did write S, yeah, but then I couldn't spell the rest of the name. And because obviously man's half Jamaican, I knew how to spell Sterling, innit? So
Say no more. So you meant
there,
Saka.
innit?
You meant Saka.
I didn't say that. But we have Sterling here. We can talk about Saka.
What do you think Saka's ceiling is? Like, how good are we talking? Like, genuinely, this is going to sound like hyperbole, but do you reckon you're talking like Ballon d'Or in the future? No, I do, to be honest.
No,
I think it.
I do.
No, because when you look at Mbappe, when you look at Haaland, and you look at the ages of those two players, them two have pretty much got it in the bag the majority of the next 10 seasons Ballon d'Ors.
He also won't win the honours at Arsenal to do
I
it.
see a big move for Saka. You get me?
He won't
Vinicius
win
on
the
the left,
Champions League.
Saka on the right, Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
those guys. Vinicius is
big
going to
man
win
too.
leagues.
I'm not even going to
He's going to
disrespect Saka.
potentially win Champions League.
Kane's-
Mbappe, even though it's annoying that he keeps staying at PSG, he's going to win leagues. He's going to go to the World Cup with France and do a madness, and they might win it. And he's so it's actually, I just think it's a shame that Saka. I don't think he's going to be able to achieve the pinnacles of club football.
I feel like
could win the
No,
league.
but I feel like Arsenal. I feel
I
like
don't think he
Arsenal
will.
run him to the ground, innit? Like you see with Arsenal, like when I'm not saying Saka's not impressive for Arsenal because he is, innit?
Yeah, he is.
But that's not what impressed me with Saka. Like when I saw him in an England shirt, cooking man.
You're going right. He's the real
I'm
deal.
like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
He's done it on more than it's not the Arteta football.
Yeah.
It's him.
It's
You
him.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
The man's
he's
put on an
actually that good.
England shirt and he's
Yeah.
cooking, man. Do you know what I mean?
So the player that you've chosen to leave off. Oh no, you haven't left Rice off. Sorry,
Nah,
you have.
he's there.
So who did you leave off?
Saka.
Rashford.
You left a few off.
Rashford.
Rashe.
Not
Rashe.
Yeah, he's left a few off because he's
What,
added
what,
one that
what?
weren't even supposed
Just
to be
'cause
there.
he-
And Sterling
Because he
has put him at the
upgraded
top.
his girlfriend, man. What, has he got to make my list? Yeah? She's nice. I put her on my list. Do you know what I mean, boy?
You see, but just quickly back to Saka though, If we're talking ballers, this guy come up, he played left back for us.
Yeah.
Name me how many of these players can play different positions
Why he's
and
second?
think.
100%.
Yeah, but you're talking about Foden first, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Foden, in my opinion, he's not on my list
Nah, well,
because
to be fair-
when you look at what these
Yeah.
5+ Foden have done in their careers so far. All right, Foden's been part of a great team and he's played his part along the way here and there, but these men have all been pretty much
Foden's done more
leading-
with his career than
I
Maddison.
hear you.
Foden's won
Foden's done more
everything
than
there
his
is
career
now
so
at
far than
level.
Maddison, don't you think?
Foden,
No, but
you know what?
Foden's
You're right.
never
Yeah, but
relied
Foden,
upon.
imagine this. Foden simply been at Man City, blood.
Yeah, but that's hard to
Whoa.
be.
So is Calvin Phillips, bro.
Wait. Yeah, exactly.
We can't say he's done nothing.
But bro, that's like what's Brewster winning a Champions League for Liverpool, fam. You know what
Ah,
I mean? Man's
Foden's
got-
done more than
man's
that,
got-
man.
No,
Foden
Calvin
played-
Phillips.
Foden
I'm
came on
talking
in the
about.
final, innit?
So
Yeah,
don't bring
yeah,
up Calvin
yeah.
Phillips, innit? Foden has been at Man City and they've been good ever since he's been there, innit? Madders done it for Leicester. Man's come to Tottenham, and obviously it's early. Let's not talk about the Tottenham because
but he's hit the ground running, bro. He's hit the ground running.
But he's cooking.
He is.
He's absolutely cooking. And you saw what he did for Leicester, even in their relegation season. His output. Do you know what I mean? So come on, man.
So who you
Man,
start? So if it was England against Brazil in the semi-finals, and you could choose between Maddison or Foden to play in the game, who you playing? You're gonna go with Maddison then?
and forgetting
Why would
all
you go
of.
Foden?
I'm going Foden.
Why?
Partly because of the experience as well.
Are we going behind the
I think he's a
striker,
better
yeah?
player.
But I'll challenge
I'm
you
playing
there.
Maddison.
Yeah.
100%. I ain't seen Maddison enough in an England shirt because, like I keep saying, Southgate don't know what he's
embarrassing.
doing.
Yeah.
Them man, they're a train
We ain't even
station,
seen
not a
Foden that
football
much
manager.
'cause of that.
So the way I see it is, do you know what I mean? Once Maddis has a chance, he'll be the key. He will be the key. Look at the amount of goals we're scoring, and we ain't got no Harry
Like a
Kane.
Rice, Bellin, and
We
Maddison,
ain't got
you're
no
saying.
Harry Kane. This guy's an assist merchant. You get me? That's it. Tell you, he can
All
dribble, he can pass, he's got it all.
All of these men, aside from Foden, have had a club on their shoulders. Grealish, Villa, Maddison, Leicester, Rashford, United, Rice, West Ham, Saka, Arsenal. Foden has been part. This is what I
you
mean
lot
about-
are that, but that's like saying the Messi thing,
Yeah.
saying like just because he's naturally gifted. We're trying to mark Foden down because he's good enough to be with the elites
Yeah,
from
being-
that
being-
early.
I mark them up, not
Remember a
necessarily
game that
mark
Phil
Foden
Foden
down. I mark them up.
Do you remember
That's
a game
leadership.
off your head that Phil Foden just took the net? Like City were
Every
down.
every
They
time I
needed-
see him-
they needed one man, yeah, and Phil Foden was that man. Do you remember? Like, is there ever a game?
Jack Grealish ain't really that. Every time I look at Foden, I just think, wow, what a footballer! He's unreal. He's unreal. Ability wise, technically.
What's England's best three in the middle? Bellingham, Rice, Foden, or Bellingham, Rice, Maddison?
Wait, Bellingham, Rice, or Foden? Or
For
Bellingham?
me,
Because it can't be both.
I'm saying Bellingham, Rice.
I'm
Foden.
going Madders, innit?
So Bellingham, Rice, Maddison would be
James.
your selection for England.
I'm mad.
I think Maddison fits that better, yeah.
He does.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd go Foden in that.
bro.
We're so
But
split
don't
here,
get
aren't we?
twisted. It sounds like I'm getting Foden's technically brilliant for his age.
Foden's better than Maddison, guys. Let's
Foden's
not
better
do
than
this.
Maddison.
Like,
I'm with you,
Phil
Flex.
Foden is better. James Maddison's
Foden-
been doing really like
No,
there's
sometimes it
levels.
goes
When
mad,
I
isn't
see-
it? Phil Foden is
What's
better than
going on
Maddison.
here?
Hey, Turkish, let me ask a
4
question.
good games for
Have you seen
Spurs, and
Foden?
now we're saying
Has
that he's
Foden-
better than
wait,
Phil
wait.
Foden.
And we're not talking about Maddison.
What's
yeah?
happening here?
See, Foden's had chances in the England shirt, yeah?
Yeah.
Foden's had many chances in the England shirt.
Taking it.
What's he done, blood?
Taking it.
What's he done?
So's Rashford. He's
It's
been
the
on this
system.
list.
Man City, yeah?
Come on, man.
Man City. And even then, he's not even getting in the team certain times.
we're
innit?
going mad here.
I'm not
We're
disrespecting
going mad.
Foden. Do you know them?
4
Because he's
games.
on my list.
But
You get me? I'm
but
not disrespecting him, but come on, bro.
He actually made
He's
a good
system
point.
But you
Yeah,
know what?
sure.
Harvey Barnes was at Leicester. Now he's got Newcastle, scored a couple
I need
goals.
A player
He's better. He's
that
better
can
than
take
Phil
up the
Foden.
ball and
He's
do
better
it
than
by
Grealish.
himself.
Yeah.
Maddison's that guy. Foden's not that guy.
He's not that guy.
But listen, he makes
He's a
a good
system
point
version.
because Pep hasn't even relied upon him. How old is Foden now? And it's going to sound like I'm getting onto him. I like Foden, but how old is he now?
Yeah,
He
but
should be
it's
starting.
Bernardo Silva and
We
Kevin De
can-
Bruyne.
I
How are
know-
you meant to get in
But
that team?
if you're that good,
The 2 best players in the
It's
generation.
in the
but if you're
world.
that good, you're the.
If Saka was at City, would he start?
Last season, he would have started a hell of a lot of games. A hell of a lot
Mahrez,
of
innit?
games.
Bruv, he'll start
Mahrez
at City now.
and
Like, who've
Foden
they
then.
got? Doku.
Now he would, but last
He'll start
season he
at City
started a hell of a
now.
lot of games.
What are you talking about?
Phil Foden. I'm out here like going to the death for a Man City player.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
don't even want to be
I
doing
don't
this,
even-
but
yeah, I'm
the
not doing
disrespect
that.
And
on
I'm
Phil
arguing for a
Foden.
Tottenham player, bro. Deep, what's going on
That's
here?
how you know this is England.
It's
This is
crazy.
I'm just trying to talk about. We're not even doing a
Oh,
rivalry tonight.
all right. Do you know what? I'm not even saying Foden has to be first, to be honest. I'm just thinking, because I knew he would be for the forgotten man. I wanted to make him the topic of conversation, to be fair.
But if you knew
Even if
he's
he
going to
was
be the
fit.
forgotten man, there's something in your mind telling you that these men.
Nah, that's a
Are-
judgment.
are
That's
No,
a judgment
Maddison
on
was never
people.
going to go on my thing.
Yeah, but you put Foden first because you just said he'll
Yeah,
be
but
the
he could
forgotten
be.
man.
He could be. I could put Rashford a little bit higher. I could put Saka at 1, Foden at 2, or Rashford at 3. Foden could be further down. I don't mind, but he has to
You
be
can
on this
put
list.
Rashford a bit higher, boy. This
What
guy
about
is not serious.
Hypotheticals.
You're just not having. You're not having Rashford at all, are you?
Huh?
You just don't feel it with Rashford.
You know what? After all of that,
A little
talk, like,
amendment.
Yeah. Hold on, here we go.
Who's going to put Foden?
He's put Rashford. He's got rid of Foden.
Rashe. There we go. Instead of Bashi, I put Rashe. You know them way there. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like, I'm seeing his name on everyone's board, and I'm telling you, it must be because of his gal. So yeah, we'll put him on the
man,
board.
he's
Do
good.
you know we haven't spoken about that much so far? How good is Declan Rice?
Very good. I think we're seeing it now.
So you've got.
He's come off the-
Unsurprisingly, you've got an Arsenal 1 and 2.
This brother, you know what makes me laugh? Yeah, man's playing like 3 games. Yeah, we just talked about we can't talk about what Maddison done at Spurs, and he's like, I'm seeing
How
it
is-
now.
how is Rice
I'm seeing
I
it now.
include Rice's West
but-
Ham
but-
stuff
no,
though,
but
like
by what
Madison's
you're
Leicester
saying-
stuff. Man
I
includes
thought,
it. Man
I
includes
thought
How is Rice
you're saying we're
higher than
seeing it
Grealish?
now. I thought you was talking about what he's done at Arsenal.
How's
that
Rice
one
higher
goal
than
against
Grealish?
United.
If
that
he
deflected.
I think-
Turkish has rated Grealish and said why Grealish is so amazing and that, but he's got Rice ahead of
Well,
him.
I didn't say Grealish was so amazing. I just put him above Foden because for Villa he was the main man. Rice was the main man for West Ham. He actually was part of leading them to at least some European glory last
You
season.
said about
To be-
on the
to
treble
be
run.
fair,
You said how
Flex.
Grealish came through clutch and
He
stuff
did
like
come
that.
through clutch towards the end.
and look what he done. He said at Villa. Surely he's done more things than Rice and is a better player than Rice.
But if you look at Man
You've
City's
got him
team,
below though.
You know what?
Grealish is
Yeah,
lucky
I'm
to
not
get on
even
my
gonna lie. This is almost blasphemous, blood. I know I'm half Jamaican and that, but this is a scrub.
Raheem Sterling's the most disrespected English player ever in the history of England.
I'm putting the Rise for sell up top, blood. That's
Nah, agree. Like, for me, Rice deserves to be there because that's why when we're talking ballers, that's not fair on Rice
Man got
because if we're
Shillings
talking
back there, bro.
technically
We'll put him there,
beautiful
bro.
on the ball,
That's my guy, Raheem
all of them
Shillings,
are
bro.
probably better
Jamaica
to
we
watch.
say.
But what Rice does, both on and off the ball, is not beautiful, but
effective
it's
and it
necessary for every great team.
yeah.
Do you know if
Need
we're going
that
to
type of
try?
player.
Let's try now.
Replace
Come
Mark
to
Noble
some
in
sort of
West Ham, innit,
consensus.
man?
Is Saka? Is everyone happy for Saka to be number 1?
Yeah.
You're not going to die on that.
No,
hill.
no, no,
Right,
no.
Saka number 1. We agree. Saka number 1. You can live with that.
I don't care where
He
Foden
just,
goes.
live in that world?
misspelt it. He meant it, but he misspelled
He
it.
meant it. He put the S.
By basically not
talk for me,
confirming,
man.
we can take your
I've
answer.
got a microphone. Don't talk to me.
Right. So Saka number 1.
Yeah.
Grealish 2. I've got Grealish 2. Okay, that's not
Yeah,
right.
I got Grealish 2.
Okay, so
Super Jack.
we're in agreement on Jack
Yeah.
Grealish.
All right.
Bruv, as a footballer, this guy is the man.
Who?
Come on, Grealish. Hear what, Flex? You know what's mad? Let me tell you this. Hear what? You know what's a mad question? But you know what's a mad question?
All right,
yeah?
man.
You'll be like, X, do you want Grealish for Tottenham? I'm not saying I wouldn't, but he wouldn't be a top, like, for the players that we need. Nah, but when I watch him, do you know what I mean? Like,
be
it's
amazing for Man
crazy. Like, exactly.
He's
for
good.
You.
Listen,
He'll be a Man United player.
I just
I
think
don't
people
even think
overgas
he
Man
fits
United.
in-
He's
I don't
overgas.
even think he fits in the City system
Amazing
because
for Man
them lot
United.
like passing. He's a man that likes to take the ball and travel with it. You get me? Pep don't want him to have the ball for that long at his feet. Do you know what I mean? Another club, he would do a lot better. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's still cooking for City, man.
you know what?
Super Jack, bruv. Nah, man.
This season's big for Jack because Pep's actually moved to more ball carrying ballers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if he's moved to that, Grealish needs to step it up this season because he's been stifled in his ball carrying, and that
I
was
don't
his
hate
biggest
Grealish. I do
attribute.
think he's good. I just think people over exaggerate how good he is. I don't see that.
So Rice in
Have a task
3,
match.
which kind of averages out to be all right, I think.
How, blood? You're the only one that's got it on
I've got
there,
him in
blood.
3. He's 3 there, 4 there, 2 there.
yeah.
The
About an average of 3.
The mean.
Yeah.
Nah, less of that, bro. Get me, bruv.
He's
I'm more of a sweet potato fries than rice. Boy, you know what I mean? But rice and 100 million peas, boy. Whatever you say, bruv.
Okay, this has been a mess. I don't know what the list is. I've genuinely...
He's changed his list about 10 times.
Yeah.
Still folding,
I mean, we had
bruv.
Darius Vassell on his list a minute ago.
He's got Raheem Sterling at the
Listen,
top.
now, when he missed that penalty, yeah, the nation turned on him, boy. You know what I mean? He deserves a shout out. The Rice for sale, bruv.
Okay, the only position that I'm actually confident that we kind of agree on is Bukayo Saka number 1. Will you do us a favour? Will you comment below? Let us know who do you think are the 5 best English players currently playing in the Premier League. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'll all be in them to see what you have to say. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to have a look at our video where we rank the top young players in the Premier League, click this link now.